What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Brawl Stars video. Today, we're going to be jumping into the next Team Liquid Brawl Stars tournament, which is the second one that we've done so far. I'm very excited to go ahead and jump right into it. Now, keep in mind that this week, we are going to be having a little bit of a different bracket because Los Españolitos and Team Hiss both actually took part in this week's tournament, but they both got knocked out early on. So, our finals bracket is as follows. We are going to see, first and foremost, Team OGs versus Team Germany in the top side of the bracket, or the left side of the bracket, I guess, if you're looking at, you know, the one that I made. But anyways, the left side of the bracket, and then the Coop, which is the Coop, but the Coop because they just wanted to be the Coop, I guess. And they're going up against Team Genesis. So, very interested to see how this one turns out, guys, because it's definitely going to be a fun one, and I hope we see some new strategies. This week is going to be different. First and foremost, because we have new teams in the finals and the semifinals, but second, because we are going to go ahead and have a brand new mode. So this week, we're going to be doing some bounty matches. So guys, without further ado, without further explanation, let's go ahead and hop right into the first match. Alright guys, jumping into the first match of this tournament, or the first match of the semifinals of this tournament, we are going to go and see from Team Germany's perspective, Team Germany versus Team OGs. Very interested to see how this one goes. First and foremost, you guys are going to see some long-range brawlers, almost a mirror match, but not quite. Instead of having a Crow on Team Germany's team, they do go ahead and grab the Ricochet, which is a respectable decision. Now, both of these teams are going to be able to benefit from the differences that they have. Obviously, the long range and the damage output from Ricochet are going to be absolutely fantastic. But if they can take care of the enemy team, or rather if OGs can take care of Team Germany, if I can get used to this type of commentating, by sort of taking advantage of the poison, pushing them back, as you guys see as it's happening right now with Crow, and making sure they can't heal back up. That could also be a very valid strategy, and something that's definitely going to reward their aggression and their skill when dodging. So definitely excited to see how this one plays out. As you guys see, they are getting off to an early neutral start, 4-4. Definitely not very fast. A stray bullet going to connect with Mamba, and Mamba's going to go down. The poison's going to go down on Team Germany, though. Lenny almost going down as well, but not quite. This is going to be a very interesting development, guys, because we are going to see Crow go in right now, but the real Canadian is Crow going to go down very quickly, very easily, and 9-4, eating up that 5-star lead. Team Germany is just sort of starting out in a very nice lead right now. Lenny is going to go down with a 4-star bounty, though, putting it at 9-8, and things are just about evened out now, guys. With just about a minute to go, this is actually anyone's game at this point, especially with the aggression you see with Crow, especially making his super, his super in general is very difficult to deal with. But when you pair it with the fact that these are very squishy brawlers, you have the potential for some crazy outplays. As you guys are going to see, Real Canadian's going to jump in with that super, and it's not really going to pay off. He's going to go down very quickly. He is going to take out Lenny, though. 3-star deficit. This is definitely still doable for Team OGs, but I'm not so sure, guys. I'm not so sure. This aggression is not working out too well for them at this point. It's going to actually get close to evening things out, 14-13, because Lenny is going to go down again, unfortunately for Team Germany. But things are going, oh my god, guys, what is happening right now? Real Canadian going down, 3-star deficit. This could be it, guys. They're getting cornered. They're getting cornered right now, but it's not going to be enough. Black Mamba and OG are both going to go down with just 1 second remaining, and that's the ace, 24-17. Unfortunately, that's not going to work out too well for them, guys. And that's going to be game number 1 going for Team Germany. All right, guys, moving into the next round, we see a map change and a very slight change in team comp as well. We do see Brock changing over to Bo, and that is definitely a respectable decision with this sort of map having lots and or at least on Team Germany, rather. But with having lots and lots of walls, you want that Ricochet powerhouse, and that's a respectable choice. We're going to see the change this time. Instead of being a mirror match, we're going to see a Brock on Team OGs and a Piper. Oh my goodness, going right off with that just crazy rocket shot there. OG is going to take down Nani, and that is not going to work out too well. Sasha going to take down Black Mamba, though, and even things out, or rather get them in the lead just a tiny bit. But as I was saying anyways, this is going to be yet another situation where those differences are sort of going to benefit them in some cases and not in others. Obviously, you know, having Piper's Super on Team Germany's side is going to be absolutely fantastic, and that's a really, really great sort of tool to have access to, especially when your opponent's team doesn't necessarily have that. But, you know, Brock's Super is also pretty fantastic, and, you know, Brock and Piper's damage output is relatively similar and both fantastic at that. So definitely going to see those differences and how they affect the game. But, you know, it could be a skill thing, but it also could definitely just be differences based on team comp. I really enjoy watching those sorts of things where there's just very slight differences and you see the nuance in gameplay. It's a very, very cool thing to see develop as far as just Brawl Stars becoming competitive and everything like that. Just tiny little differences like this are going to make the difference when it comes to just general team play and coordinating supers and all that good stuff. But as you guys are seeing, Team Germany coming out at the start with a very dominant beginning to the round, and it's actually below a minute at this point. They are 10 stars ahead. It is just not looking too good for Team OGs. Definitely looking like they could easily drop this second round, and it doesn't look like OG... Oh, OG is actually going to go down very, very low. He's going to go down, actually, and a 12-star deficit, not looking too good. That said, Lenny is going to go down, Nani's going to go down, and Sasha's looking pretty good, pretty solid. 6 stars, though. I mean, that could definitely even things out very, very quickly, very, very easily. That said, Lenny is going to go ahead and take out Black Mamba, even things out on the right side, and make it so they have a 9-star lead. And actually, OG is going to go down and make it a 12-star lead. Definitely not something you expect to see with these really, really generally high-tier teams. And, wow. Again, just a crazy performance from Team Germany, going 29 and 18, an 11-star lead, finishing out that round, guys. That was absolutely a fantastic match. And overall, you know, these guys actually are at a relatively lower level compared to Team OGs, and they are still able to go ahead and just dominate. So definitely respect to them. Let's go ahead and jump into the third round, guys, because this is going to be a fun one. And as you guys saw, we saw some very quick changes. Again, going to go back to that Crow composition, but instead of the Brock on Team OGs, we are going to see a Ricochet. And on the reverse side, we're going to see a relatively similar strategy as we saw in that first round. You know, definitely something that we are going to see just sort of consecutively round to round in this tournament, especially with these long-range friendly matches and maps, rather. So, yeah, going to get that early kill, 2-1 in favor of Team Germany. And Team OG is definitely not going to be able to respond too well to this aggression from Lenny. And it's going to work out extremely well for them. The super going down from Sasha, and that's going to take out Mamba. Rather, it's actually not going to take out Mamba. It looks like that was actually Nani that took out Mamba, which is interesting. I totally thought that the super from Sasha took out Mamba there, but whatever. Anyways, jumping back right into the action, guys, we are going to see a super go down from Real Canadian. It's going to take out Lenny without losing Real Canadian in the process, which is actually very, very favorable for Team OGs. Unfortunately, OG is going to go down, Real Canadian's going to go down, and we are left with just Mama to go ahead and defend, really. And it's just not going to work out too well. It looks like he might have, like, disconnected or something during that firefight because he just stopped moving all of a sudden. Maybe it was the controls or something like that. But anyways, 22 and 6. The game is just getting away from Team OGs, guys. That's just not good. That's just not good for them. You know, they definitely were in a decent position at one point in this match, but things are just not looking too good for them right now. The fantastic super from Sasha there going to even things out and stop the advance from pretty much the whole entire team, really. I was going to say Real Canadian, but he was pushed back already. And then Mambo was really the one that was trying to push, but he got killed by the Brock Supers. So overall, definitely just having that fantastic defensive prowess there and being able to push back the aggression. You know, like I said last week, there are definitely a lot of strategies that can flourish in this game, and I think you guys are seeing a very different one this week from one of the top teams, and that's definitely going to be Team Germany, because I just don't see this one happening, guys. 12 stars remaining. Is it possible? Yes, they could definitely take this one back with just a few seconds remaining. We do see the super from Real Canadian. Will it work out? We don't see a death on either side, unfortunately for, well, actually, wait a second, guys. Whoa. Okay, so Real Canadian actually did very, very well there. Definitely dove in there, got a kill, almost got another kill, and possibly could have gotten the third kill for the ace if the rest of the team wouldn't have gone down at that point. That might have been the win for them. Unfortunately, for Team OGs, it was too little too late, and that is going to be the 3-0. Just absolutely disgustingly cool victory moving into the finals from Team OG, or Team Germany are moving into the finals, rather. I apologize. Anyways. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning, okay? We're going to move into the second semifinal match going from the Coop's perspective. Specifically, we got Nice Gaming on deck, and we're going to be jumping into that match when they go up against Team Genesis. We'll see just how this one goes. I heard there was a few issues moving into this match, so hopefully there aren't too many, and hopefully the quality is still good. All right, guys, let's jump into the first round going with Team Genesis versus the Coop. So it looks like we are going to unfortunately see a very, very bad situation from Team Genesis, and I'm really sorry to see this one, guys, because they are going to have to function with a bot. And as you guys know, bots are not the most reliable teammates, and right off the bat, we're going to see a result of just generally not being able to plan that strategy very well. Fortunately for the Coop, I mean, it's going to be great for them, but the bot, yeah, going to go ahead and feed a kill. Not exactly ideal situation for a tournament set, because unfortunately it does look like they lost a player that they were planning on being able to play with in this tournament. So just the way that signups and everything work, unfortunately they're going to have to roll out with a bot. So 4-1 going out to an early lead. I mean, you know, guys, I'm just going to not acknowledge the fact that there's a bot feeding at this point, okay? We're just gonna continue on and pretend that there's no bot feeding or anything like that, okay, guys? Anyways, early on, doing a fantastic job. Coop definitely doing very, very solid work, taking him out over and over again, getting to this sort of cycle state, which we talked a little bit about in the last tournament video, where and in a few guide videos and everything too. Definitely a very solid thing to happen. Generally, when you go ahead and get people cycling, you kill one of them, and generally this is how it works. If you guys don't know what cycling is when you kill one opponent. And, oh wow, they're actually going to force player 2 down. That actually worked out very, very well. And the bot's actually going to get a kill. You got to be kidding me right now. Anyways, cycling is essentially when you kill one player on the enemy team, and then they're in the respawn pool. They've got the timer. And then, you know, you kill another one. The player that's already killed gets respawned. They start walking towards you, and they go on the offensive because, you know, they're at a deficit of some kind. So that means that they're going to be fighting 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3 generally, and it's not going to work out too well for them because, you know, you can usually overpower them, especially if you have relatively equal skill, or at least, you know, they're not super, super over the top good at the game. So generally, getting a cycle state into the game in competitive gameplay anyways is very, very favorable, and gets people to make emotional decisions because, you know, they just don't make optimal choices when they're playing and they're cycling around. They're trying to sort of even things out, especially in Bounty, when you get to see a visual representation of those stars in that deficit. And it's just, you guys are seeing it right now. It's actually going to be way closer than I thought it was going to be with Team Genesis, but the Coop is going to take out round number 1, and I don't want to take anything away from them, guys. I don't want to take anything away from them because, you know, first of all, they're my guys. I love them. But anyways, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to take anything away from them when I'm discussing all of this, when I'm discussing, you know, the fact that there's a bot on the enemy team or there's cycle states or anything like that. I don't want to take anything away from them, but, you know, you do have to acknowledge these things because you're just sort of trying to explain the flow of competitive gameplay, and with a bot, you know, obviously that's going to be impeded very significantly. So, moving into the next round, let's just see how it goes, guys. Let's just see how it goes. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the next round. Again, we have the bot, JNR, and Miguel going on Team Genesis versus Nice Gaming, Player 2, and Vietnam on Coop. So, first and foremost, you're going to see the Shelly pick from the bot. Maybe not the best choice for this map. Again, you really have no decisions to make here. And Miguel going to go down from the 1v1 against Nice Gaming early on. Definitely going to try to take out... oh, wait. This is interesting. Okay. I'm actually... I don't know, guys. I don't know. This could actually go well for them. You know, this long-range powerhouse that is Brock is actually doing a lot of damage and getting a lot done. Miguel, I mean, he's going back and forth. That said, he's going to take out player 2 here, which is a respectable feat. Definitely doing very, very well in the first bit of gameplay that we've seen from him. So you know, that's a nice feat. Going against Vietnam, he's going to take him out as well, and it does look like, despite the hindrance, fortunately, Team Genesis is putting up quite a bit of a fight. That said, they are going to go straight back down into the deficit by just 1, albeit now it's going up to 4. It's getting away from them a little bit this time, but, you know, that definitely was the bots doing, at least partially anyways. And the bot's going to go down again, 10-4, making a 6-star deficit from Team Genesis. The super going down from Vietnam. Unfortunately for Vietnam, he's going to go down very, very quickly. And that's just the fact of the matter is, when you're playing Crow, you know, you have to expect that sometimes people are going to preemptively shoot around you, and that's going to mean that you're going to die. And Vietnam just, you know, he made the bet, and unfortunately it did not work out for him. Now, that said, you know, they have a 12-star lead right now. Nice Gaming sitting at the 7-star value, which is insane. Definitely going to be very, very nice getting that positive value moving forward if he possibly can. But otherwise, things are going very, very well for the Coop. They are just really doing a solid job, you know, all things considered. Just overall putting on a great performance here. And, you know, just some oddball shots, just randomly getting kills here from both Pipers. I mean, that's just something you got to expect at this point. But the aggression from Miguel is not going to work out very well for him. Well, actually, it kind of does. He didn't go down. Well, okay. He took, Vietnam did take out bot 1. Okay, so that's good. And Miguel is going to go down to player 2. Player 2 actually going to grab 2 kills there, which is awesome for them. Very, very nice double kill going in there. And Miguel's just shooting randomly in the dark, trying to get a kill. Moving into this final few seconds of the match, it's just not going to work out, unfortunately. I'm so sorry, guys. Team Genesis, this is unfortunate, guys. I really wish that you guys had another team member, because I feel like it'd be a lot closer. I feel like the bot sort of steamrolls you into these weird positions where you get emotional. You feel like you're down, you know, 15 stars. The enemy team has maybe, you know, 15 stars in value, and you maybe can take them out and actually even things out. So you get a little aggressive, you get a little emotional, and you go in on them. And, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out because you get too aggressive and they just take you out. They just lay down the hammer, and that's that. And sometimes, you know, the unfortunate situation is that the bot is going to run straight into the enemy team and kill itself, and then you just get mad, and, you know, it's just a very, very bad sort of snowball effect that rolls down these sorts of situations. So apologies, guys, but, you know, I'm just commentating this to the best of my ability. And with the bot, you know, you just got to feel for these guys. I hope that they get a nice rematch with a full team going against a full team at some point, because this could definitely be very, very, very close and a very, very entertaining. And unfortunately, right now, it's just not as even as I think it should be because of that bot. All right, guys, moving into round number 3. Can we please? Okay, it does look like they're going to get a Barley bot for this next match, and they are on the same map as before, so it's definitely going to work a little bit better. I mean, I think a bit better than Shelly. Just a bit better than Shelly. Get that nice range going on there. We're going to see some very nice pressure going up against Nice Gaming. It's actually going to take him down. Good job from JNR there, but the reverse is going to be bot 1 going down, and you just can't stop that from happening. You know, a 1v1 is just not going to work out. But that was actually a really nice amount of pressure that went down from JNR and Miguel there. I have to give him props on that, because that was a really solid push. Unfortunately for Miguel, Nice Gaming going to get that stray bullet there. Bot 1 also going to go down. The poison going off on JNR, and that just was very, very close. JNR almost went down there. We are going to see the super from Vietnam. Unfortunately for Vietnam, it's not going to work out, as we discussed earlier with Crows. Sometimes you have those situations where you go in, you try to make something happen, but unfortunately, they just preemptively strike. And JNR going to take out Nice Gaming again, putting in some very solid work here, evening things out 9-9. Again, a very respectable feat when you consider the fact that they do have a bot. But that said, you know, the bot is a little bit better than the last round. But that also said, you know, that 2-star deficit is because of it. So, you know, 15 and 11, 4-star lead, and then an additional 2 stars going from bot 1. Again, just feeding kills at this point. And then we're going to see the super from Vietnam. Will it work out this time around? Definitely looking like maybe not so, unless JNR gets the aftershock. But unfortunately for Vietnam, it's not going to work out. He just sort of jumped in for the death, and that's not great. But you know what? Sometimes you have to make those sorts of decisions, especially when you try to sort of lock down a lead. It's definitely something that you tend to do when you're trying to make sure that you can't lose a match. You know, when you're trying to make sure that you've definitely got this one locked in and you cannot lose. And that said, you know, Nice Gaming is going to go down, and they're getting closer and closer to evening things out. 20 and 24 when Vietnam goes down there. I think he did end up supering, and it didn't work out again for the third time. Maybe not the best team to be supering against as a Crow. They're definitely doing a very solid job defending against that. 28 and 22. If not for this bot, the Coop definitely would not be in the lead at this point. Barley has fed a lot of stars. That's for sure. Anyways, a 6-star lead going down to a 4-star lead. And JNR is going to go down very, very close to the end of the round. Miguel dropping as well, trying to be aggressive, trying to make something happen, trying to get it to be a win, at least one win on their record with that bot friend. And unfortunately for them, it is not going to happen. I feel for them, guys. I am so sorry, Team Genesis. I would love to have you guys on the channel against the Coop again, to have sort of a redemption match, if you will, at some point. So please let me know in the description, in the comment section below, if I could please get back to my normal commentating, because I haven't been doing much the past week, unfortunately. But yeah, if you don't let me know down in the comment section below, or on Discord or on Twitter or anything like that, if you guys want to go ahead and do a nice redemption match there, I would love to host you guys on the channel. Maybe even in the next tournament or something like that. Just let me know, guys, because I feel for you. I really feel for you, especially being in a semifinal match. You guys toughed it out, and you got to the semis, and then you had a bot. And that's not great. So, you know, the Coop moves on to the finals. Congratulations to them, but, you know, it's really unfortunate that it had to happen that way. I would have loved to have seen a full team versus a full team, you know? And finally, guys, we are moving into the finals match in Team Liquid's second Brawl Stars tournament. Lenny, Sasha, and Ik take on, and again, please let me know if I pronounce your names wrong, the Coop. In the grand finals match, we have 3 versus 3, which is fantastic to see. And will the Coop actually be able to sort of pull this one out? That was a very crazy start. They are so close. Lenny and Sasha surviving with just a very small amount of HP. Absolutely insane from them. But it is going down. Player 2 going to take him out. 2 and 3. Definitely a very solid start from both sides. Lenny is caught out, and that is going to be the deficit going towards the Coop. But unfortunately for the Coop, Vietnam is going to go down, and that's going to put them right back at the 1-star deficit. But that said, you know, being so close towards neutral, it's not that big of a deal. You can't lose by 1 star. You know, it definitely has happened many, many times before. But, you know, it's doable. It's not something that you're going, oh no, I can't come back from this. Your team can definitely pull it together and get it done. And that super is getting ready from Lenny, and it is going to absolutely devastate Vietnam. But that said, Vietnam is going to land that poison and down to just a few hundred HP. Again, Lenny at 153 HP. You got to be kidding me right now, guys. That was insanely close, but he did not go down. Very, very solid gameplay from both sides right now, but it just did not work out for the Coop. That said, they are sort of cornering Lenny at this point. That's going to be a 4-star kill and another 3-star kill coming from Nice Gaming onto Sasha there, putting them at 11 and 9, a nice 2-star lead, which is very, very solid from the Coop. Definitely put on the pressure. And I think that that's sort of their strategy. They sort of just, they play kind of nice. They play loose. They play relaxed. And then all of a sudden, bam, they just go in with the pressure. And there's not a lot that you can do when you're playing just generally brawlers that don't have a lot of mobility, especially against brawlers like Crow. You know, you just can't go up against that with no mobility, especially when you don't really expect the pressure to just suddenly jump on you. And that said, the back and forth is going to happen right now. They are still maintaining their 2-star lead. Definitely, again, very solid gameplay going in here. Mad props to both teams because we are getting some very, very fun matches out of this. And I am sure moving into the next few matches, we're going to have some good times. But 13 and 15, Vietnam goes in. He's going to grab that 4-star value, but he's going to go down. That said, Sasha is also going to go down. Lenny trying to stop it. And that is not going to work out for them, guys. That is going to be the round. GG, well played for the Coop. They're going to grab the first win. Let's go ahead and jump into the second one. All right, guys, jumping into round number 2. I'm so excited to see how this one goes. That was such a close round, guys. It could have gone both ways. And they went back and forth and back and forth. And they finally ended it out going for a fantastic, fantastic finish. And the Coop finished with the win. But you know what, guys? I definitely would not count Team Germany out at this point. It was so freaking close, guys. It was so close. We are seeing a very different team comp from the Coop going up against Team Germany this time around. The long-range team, and obviously the bow inclusion at this point from Team Germany, but we're seeing a Crow and Dynamite composition. Oddly enough, from the Coop, it's a very, very different team comp. You know, you're used to seeing longer range brawlers go in at this point, but that is actually going to work out very, very well for Nice Gaming. Good grief, dude. That was a crazy super going in for the ace, and they are going to ace the team. The super from Dynamite going to connect. Player 2 shooting off at Nani there. It didn't work out too well for team, or rather for the Coop. But then it sort of turned around. It was sort of a wasted super because obviously Nani was able to sort of sit off to the side there and heal back up. But the super going to come down from Nice Gaming. It's not going to work out, evening things out 13 and 13. Good grief, dude. This is crazy. This is crazy. I can't even believe this. It's just nuts. It's just nuts, guys. Anyways, they're getting right back into the action. Lenny's going to get poisoned. This is definitely not good for Team Germany, but that said, they are going to take out player 2 for the nice 2-star lead there. So, you know, props. That was solid. Anyways, moving into the last minute of this match, guys. This is basically anyone's game at this point. The Ricochet, wow, they're actually... The Coop is not running bow, I just realized. And that is a very, very risky thing to do. That said, Vietnam is going to go down. And unfortunately for the Coop, we're also going to see Nice Gaming go down. And that's a 6-star deficit, guys. This could definitely be the end of the Coop's winning streak at this point. Which, you know, it was short-lived, but it was good. It was good. Four games in a row in the tournament, at least the later rounds anyways. I haven't checked the earlier rounds at this point. But the super going to go down from Nice Gaming. It is going to actually... Is it going to take... It will take out Lenny. 23-22. You've got to be kidding me right now. You've got to be kidding me. All they have to do is run away. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening right now? That was insane. Evening things out 1-1. What a great performance from Team Germany moving towards the end of that round. That was crazy, guys. That was crazy. Let's jump straight into the next one. Good grief, dude. And that is going to be the third round. I don't know how much longer I can take of these matches. I might just have a heart attack, guys. I might just have a heart attack. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna mess with you here. I might just straight up just fall over and die. Anyways, moving into the third round, we've got a different map. And obviously, we have a little bit of a different team comp going into this round as well. You know, definitely going to not be running that Dynamite or anything in this map in particular. So, you know, we did see the switch there, but that was a very, very close second round, dude. That was insane. We're going to see those longer range brawlers come out again from the Coop. But, you know, definitely very similar to what we were seeing Team Germany play just generally for the entire tournament. They've definitely been pretty consistent with these long-range brawlers. Vietnam going to get out-finessed by that sort of outrange, sort of just wall-shotting Ricochet there. Good grief, dude. I don't even know how to commentate anymore. I'm just going to start speaking gibberish at this point. But Team Germany definitely off to a very, very fantastic start right now. They're off to an early lead, 5-0. And the super going down from player 2. It's not going to work out, unfortunately, for the Coop. And they definitely just have sort of tabs on the aggression that the Coop's going to drop. And there's not a lot that you can do once the team sort of has that sort of understanding of where everyone is and what they're going to try to do. You know, keeping tabs on supers and all that good stuff, definitely not going to be favorable for the Coop's strategy of just playing it defensively until they play it offensively. The super is perfectly placed from Lenny, going to take out Vietnam 11-0. What a fantastic start from Team Germany. Again, just a great job to both teams because we are just seeing some fantastic gameplay right now, guys. You know, I know a lot of people, they don't really necessarily enjoy Bounty, and I know a lot of people don't enjoy Heist, but I do think that both of those modes can shine in a tournament format, and in this particular case, I do feel like we're seeing some fantastic and some really, really interesting and fun Bounty gameplay, and some very, very distinguishable strategies as well. As you guys are seeing, you know, we're seeing a very different strategy from Team Germany as we were seeing earlier with the Coop and moving into the finals with the Coop. Definitely, you know, very, very distinguishable strategies coming from both teams. And we're seeing some crazy aggression moving into the final few seconds of this match. 11-13 was the closest it was, but unfortunately for the Coop, it is not going to work out for them. moving to the 2-1, leading with Team Germany, and that is going to be round 3. GG's all around, guys. Good grief. Okay, so this is the first to 3, guys, so this could be game point. Let's go ahead and jump into match number 4. And guys, let's go ahead and jump into round number 4 of our finals in the Team Liquid Brawl Stars tournament number 2. This could be fun because we are seeing a mirror match, and instead of just sort of complaining about the fact that it is a mirror match, we can sort of dissect the individual strategies these teams are going to have. So right now, they're very, very similar. We're going to see some pot shots thrown out and everything like that. Obviously, Ricochet trying to just sort of be cheeky, shoot around corners and stuff. The pot shot's going to work out for the Coop early on, and it does look like Sasha's going to fall as well, making it a 5-star lead early off for the Coop. Definitely some very solid early starting here and early gameplay generally. The strategy is definitely relatively similar, but we're seeing a little bit more aggression now from Team Germany. I'm not entirely sure why. It definitely was favoring them to sort of be patient and then wait until you have a clear advantage from pot shots. And definitely Lenny's putting forth that effort and definitely trying to get it to happen, but it's just sort of, it's hard to do that when you're playing Ricochet in general. Like, you're the one that's sort of given that role. You're the one that's going to have that job on the team, but you don't have very much HP to work with, and you've got literally no mobility past your own movement. So, you know, it's going to be hard to do that sort of job, and you guys are seeing that when he goes down to, you know, the few hundred HP mark and then has to hide behind a wall for a little bit. You know, sometimes he gets taken out, sometimes he doesn't, but generally, you know, that's going to happen a lot when you're playing Ricochet, especially in a map like this, where it definitely favors those long-range brawlers. But some just crazy pot shots going in right now, back and forth and back and forth, and again, the Coop just maintaining this sort of 4 to 5 star lead going into the 10 versus 6 star, I guess, stat here. And that's going to just make it even more difficult for them to come back from 12. And now it's 9 because just back and forth gameplay, man. I'm like talking about something and then 5 more things happen immediately. And I can't even say it fast enough before more things start happening. Anyways, we're going to see Nani run away there. Lenny's also going to run away. Definitely was a solid choice. Unfortunately for Lenny, it's not going to be far enough, because Nice Gaming is just putting out some crazy, just one-off shots. And Vietnam going to go with that awesome super. Unfortunately, for Team Germany, they're going to get aced there. They're going for the reverse. They're going for the reverse. It's not going to work out, though. 5 seconds remaining, and will we see a 5th round? That is exactly what's going to happen here. A 12-star lead moving into the final few seconds of the 4th round, guys. And we have round number 5, the final match of the grand finals. This is going to be a good one. Let's get right into it. All right, guys, the final match, and this is going to be awesome. We've got different teams. We've got a new map. This is going to be so exciting, guys. This is going to be so exciting. Okay, going into Snake Prairie. I love this map so much. You guys know I love the map. I know it. Okay, it is such a fun map. Like, I can't say it enough. I can't say it enough. There are so many strategies that work well. And this general template worked very well in Smash and Grab, but it also works extremely well in Bounty. You know, you can play long-range brawlers, you can play short-range brawlers, you can play those shotgunners, you can play some crazy oddballs. Like, I've seen every single brawler in this particular map before in Bounty. So, you know what? I'm excited to see how this one goes. Starting off early, the Coop is going to, or the Coop, I apologize, guys. They're going to take the starting star, and this is just going to be a crazy back and forth for a little bit. Good grief, dude. This is nuts. This is nuts. So they're starting with some early destruction, destroying a lot of that just sort of cover, which means that Bo's use is going to be very, very different moving forward. You know, obviously, area denial is going to be very, very powerful when you're trying to play defensively and then offensively on a switch, okay? Area denial is a very, very nice thing to have. And obviously, okay, so we're going to see an early kill. Going towards about the last minute of the match, we're going to see the first kill of the game from Ick there. 2-1, guys. 2-1. We are about a minute and a half in to this match, and we are 2-1 in a Bounty match. You've got to be kidding me right now. They are getting cornered, though. They're getting cornered, though, right now. Team Germany going to face a loss. Unfortunately for them, they're facing 2 losses. Will they get ace? They're going to get the reversal. Their Ick's going to take out player 2. Definitely a little bit overextended there, but 5-4 Again, guys, we are moving into the final 30 seconds of this match, and we are only 4-5. Coop definitely, again, doing a fantastic job. They are going to take out 1-for-1, but this time the advantage does go to Team Germany. That said, you know, this is close. This is close. That RNG totally screwed over. Oh my gosh, the Coop got totally screwed over there. Oh, that was ridiculous, guys. That was ridiculous. That spike RNG, dude. That was nuts. Anyways, 5-star lead from Coop. Will they be able to take it back? That's going to be 2 kills that they need. Nice Gaming needs to go down, and Vietnam will need to go down for them to turn this one around. 13-15, but 18-13 for the final score. That is going to be the grand finals of the grand finals, guys. Coop will take it home. Congratulations, guys. I am so freaking proud of you. You guys don't even know. Holy crap. Unbelievable. That was such a good finals matchup, guys. Well played to both of you. Team Germany, you put it all on the line, and that was so solid. What a great performance. I have to say, commending you guys on just generally your placement and everything, but not just that, your overall strategy was very cohesive. And it was just a pleasure to watch. You know, moving into that final match, I definitely thought we were going to see something a little bit more aggressive from both sides, honestly. And even seeing the matchups, you know, using a spike, you see a lot of aggression with most spikes, but that went back and forth, but not that much. You know, it was more placement back and forths than actual kill back and forths. And as you guys saw, you know, moving into the last few seconds of the match, that was where it really started to rack up, because everyone wanted to go back and forth and try to actually just lock in their win, make sure that, you know, no one's going to get caught out in the last second or anything like that. And that's generally what you just have to do in a map where you don't have all the information. You're in those bushes, and you don't know where the enemies are going to pop up at. You know, in the last second of the round, you can get just ganged up on, and you don't want that to happen, especially if you're at a deficit. You know, you're going to have to go in on the enemy team, and the enemy team is going to be back at their side of the map. So, you know, overall, you're going to have some really crazy final few seconds of particularly this map in any game mode that it's going to be in, whether that be smash and grab or gym grab, as you're going to call it now, you know, or bounty or anything like that. It's always going to be crazy when you have so many bushes towards the end of the round. So congratulations to both of you guys, but big congrats to the grand final winners of the second Team Liquid Brawl Stars tournament, Coop. Guys, again, I am so proud of you guys. You absolutely killed it. Definitely a very solid performance. You know, I saw that they did go up against a few teams that had bots, but you know what? They had very formidable opponents moving into the finals, and they just showed them what's what. They took it home. Good games, guys. Very solid showings from every team, really. Again, guys, if you want to take part in these tournaments, make sure you join a Team Liquid band. You know, the Coop's definitely hurting right now. We've lost quite a few people to just competitors and generally just other bands. But you know what? You guys can all take part in these tournaments, and they are very fun. You know, it's a good time. We do it on the weekend where most people are just, you know, not busy. They're not doing a ton of stuff, or at least, you know, the most people out of, you know, just generally all the people in the Team Liquid bands aren't doing things, you know. So you're just sitting back, you're relaxing, maybe you're, you know, eating some bonbons, you know, sitting on the beach or something, and you want to play some Brawl Stars with your friends. You just want to play some tournament Brawl Stars, high level competitive stuff, you know? And you know, then just maybe end up on a YouTube channel and I'm just screaming at my computer screen watching you play those games. I mean, hey, you know, it's a good time. And I do think that moving forward, this is going to be pretty big when the game gets global. So, you know, getting your name in the history books this time around, definitely not a bad idea. Anyways, though, exciting finals, exciting matches, and I cannot wait for the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you back here for the next video very shortly. Again, just apologies for a couple things. I just want to, just at the end of this video, discuss a couple things. So first and foremost, I am learning to commentate in this fashion, in this format. It's not something I'm used to. It's not something I've done before. It's definitely more like live commentating than anything that I've done in the past. So I do need to get used to this. So please bear with me while I sort of learn how to just roll from, you know, thing to thing as it's happening. Maybe not go too off base, too in depth, and in things that are happening. Like, for instance, earlier on in the video, I was discussing cycling, And I feel like I went on a little bit too long trying to sort of explain that concept. So just sort of things like that I just need to learn as time goes on. So just bear with me in the commentary and I'll get there, okay? I promise you guys, because we're going to be doing this live when we get spectating. So you're not going to want to miss that. It's going to be a good time. And also, guys, you know, we are going to be getting back to the normal everyday uploads very, very soon. I've had some crazy stuff come up, as well as just, you know, end of the semester finals, and you know, college is letting out just this week. Actually, it's letting out this week, guys. So, you know, this is my last week, and then I'm going to be in the summer until August. So good times ahead. I'm very excited for this summer. I think there's a lot of potential for just what we could be doing. You know, we've got a lot of things coming up, so I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. And again, hope to see you back here for the next video. Hope you have a fantastic day, and until the next one, guys, peace.